Record. Okay. So it's very popular job board, job serve. That's the name. So if you when you by default the job type goes to any, all right, and you can actually select the salary rate and all that, and you can also um select do your search basically. So if you want to search, you come here. All right. So now for cyber security and information security, I I would use security keywords, yeah, keywords, cyber security, um, information security. These two basically, you can start with that, and the strategy to it for me is like, let's say I'm coming here for the first time. 27 industries selected. I'm not really bothered about the number of industries selected, but that tells me there's a wide coverage. By default, that's where you get. Now, because um, roles are, you would find an hybrid role or a remote role. So I really don't mind. I just do within 100 miles. Because if I put my option at 25, I'm kind of restricting the number of results I'm going to get from my search. I hope you understand that. And within 7 days, that is the maximum. So I would leave it at within 7 days because I put that scenario out there, assuming I'm coming here for the first time. All right, because sometimes if you stick to the within 7 days, still get the same results, you know. But if you like, yeah, you want to apply for jobs that the recruiters just dropped into the or just uploaded into the portal, okay, you can do within um 1 day or 2 days, still going to be fresh. But if you're doing that, even same day, okay, same day, that one means that you are literally on your computer applying for jobs on the same day, as you're refreshing new job roles that are being dropped, you're picking that up and you are sending in your application. And please note one thing to do when you apply for this kind of application, maybe within 1 day or 2 days, as soon as you submit the application, pick up your phone and call the recruiter. Because what it means is that your CV will arrive like at the top of the pile. Okay. So don't just leave it and say, oh, I've submitted, they're going to call me. All right. And more so, if you're just breaking into the market, you need to be that proactive and also because by the time you are picking the phone to call the recruiter, you are the one that has picked up the phone to call. So you have to be ready with what you want to say. Hi James, this is Pat. I'm a cybersecurity analyst. I just applied for this cybersecurity role. I can see the job ID. Have you seen my CV? Then it's going to ask, oh, yes, I remember. Yeah. I just applied. I sent him my application less than 10 minutes ago. I'm sure you see it at the top of the pile. That way you are taking control of that engagement. All right. It's different from you just applied and you are waiting to be called. Because sometimes for people, if it's for the first time, they don't even pick the call. They're afraid to pick the call because they don't know what to say. So I always advise that, you're confident enough to come on this platform, you're confident enough to do your presentations, to talk. There's nothing, they don't bite. Just pick up the phone and follow up, especially if you are dropping that CV within at least a couple of days. Because if that job is still available, that means at least you are following up to give yourself the chance to just, what you want to do is to sell yourself, sell your profile to the recruiter, and then round it up by saying, all right, so I've read the job description. I can say that I'm a good fit. Are you sending my CV the to your clients? You know, that's the way I do it, and it has worked. So are you sending my CV to your client? And sometimes when they start to say, I'm just going to say, oh, what is your client looking for? So we are on the same page. I can see the job description. What exactly is your client looking for? Then the recruiter will start to, because there are some things you say that relates to them, that this is a confident candidate. And what are they after? Let me tell you. They are looking for a candidate that is going to go there and get the job because they are going to get paid when you get the job. So let that confidence um show from your conversation. So yeah, so like I said, I would pick within 7 days, expand it to 100 miles because the job there could be a remote role. And if I only want remote role, I'll select this. Fingers crossed. Let's see if that will show up. And location, because I've said the locations within 100 miles, I just put London, okay? So you can always get a train from London to anywhere you want to go. Um, anyway, meanwhile, please, if you're outside the UK, um, there's an option to add more countries. I hope you can see that. Um, don't restrict yourself. So Canada, America, um, yeah, think about any of the country that you can imagine would want to employ. Even in Africa, you see, we even have Nigeria. Okay, so if you're from Nigeria and you want to try, you can use it. You never know. All right. So let's go back to our job board. And that is my search. And this is okay. Can you see? It's actually only show remote job. Okay, so that is it. The search has brought out this number of jobs, and you can decide to do more options. You want to filter. Uh, sometimes public sector, executive graduates, if it's your graduate applicant, yeah. And again, I'll say to you, if you are here, you understand another language other than English, expand the options. Don't restrict yourself. It's part of what gives you an edge over other applicants. You can seek that option, meaning that there will be few of you applying for this job, so there's less competition. All right. So um okay. So that's the um strategy to search it, and you can decide to uh type in the exact job title. You can, if you notice, you see that I did not I did not type in any job title because it was just, you can see, some companies they have some weird ways of naming, giving their positions, the job titles they have. So, I just keep it open, and if it's not relevant, it's not relevant. But and as you can see the different roles here. We have security analyst. So whether you've worked as a security analyst or a cyber and information security analyst or a third-party risk analyst, and that's it. They are looking for they are looking for you, okay? So supporting the financial services. So this is where I say maybe for the first time you're applying, um, don't spend too much time, okay, reading content. The reason why I say that is because what you are after right now is to spread your CV to as many agencies, as many recruiters as possible. Okay, please, if you have questions, you can put it in the chat. And so you can just do a mass application. You've done a CV, your CV says you're a cybersecurity analyst, and you've done the search for jobs. I see it returned 1,168 jobs. So you you can do mass application. All right. Get that CV out. Don't forget that we selected 7 days. Okay. I'm sharing my strategy. So because I want as many recruiters to have my CV on their database. Okay. However, if you have reservations about getting your CV on as many as possible recruiters database, then you must be ready to wait for a long time before you start getting some calls. Unless you've got like 2 to 3 hours every day, like you can dedicate that. As soon as you're submitting an application, you're calling the recruiter. And you must be ready for the rejections. You must be ready for the unfortunately. Okay? Because they spam your email as well, saying there's this job role. So you must be ready to spam them. So the first thing that I do, I spam as many recruiters as possible. I send that CV out. Now, and the other strategy to it, last thing in the morning or last thing at night or first thing in the morning. Yeah. So, because a lot of applications would have gone out, so you would also need to plan your timing when you want to apply. Maybe you want to do morning application. I mean, like by 8 o'clock, 8 a.m., 8 to 5, 7:59, your CV is out to the recruiter. So, and you can make an application. Let's, for example, look at this one. You can make an application. Let's say you want to do a single one-on-one application. Oh, you like this. All right. And you can see this was posted 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago. And if I'm going to be making an application that I want to speak with a recruiter, I'll look for the one that is like 1 day ago. Do you understand? I'll make those my priority. I can click on those ones, all right, and send them to my email. Any of the jobs I send to my email, it means that I want to take my time to look at them and send my application and call the recruiter. All right. So, which is a good idea. because it's just been posted a day ago and you want to be like part of the first few people that you're invited for interview. So if you look at this, for example, oh, this one really looks appealing. 2 days working in a week in London, this and that. Okay, I've got this, I've got this. Okay, I have experience with in this. I can conduct security audits. I have experience implementing ISO controls and data. Wow, beautiful. Now, for this, you decide to apply. Uh, it was posted yesterday. All right, today is 15. So, you know, open up, you can see what they are looking for, key responsibilities, skills, and experience. For some reason, if some of it, if you don't have any of this, but if you have knowledge of this, okay, all you just need to do is to adapt your CV and include your the exposure that you have in this and what you've done with any of this. These are frameworks, and they are all requirements that they put in this particular job role. So once you click on apply, it takes you here. All right. So by default, this one has got my email, even though I haven't signed in. So this is my holding name. So, and the good thing is that when you send the application out, it sends you a confirmation to your email so you can track it. You've applied for information. Then you will check your working status in the UK. So it could be any of this, okay? And then you upload your file. And if you do have a cover letter, please upload it. Or I will not lie to you. I just leave just how many cover letters do I want to write? Okay. But I just use this. There's a default cover letter here, and I click on apply. All right. I click on apply. You sometimes you come, okay, you may need to add this if you're doing like getting on this page for the first time. All right. Now, let me give you another a hack. Can you see this email, contact this employment agency? So what you do basically, you open in a new tab. Mm, Let me see if I can. Okay, it's not opening here. Let's go back. Um, let's go back to job serve. So let's say, where's that one there? I think this is it. So usually, the email, contact this employment agency. It should, it always contain, let me, I don't know what's going to come up with. Yeah, okay. So it will open up to your to any of your email, Yahoo, Gmail, whatever, and then there would be an automatic um composed email template. Okay. So it will open that up for you with that email. Let's see. Did you close it up? It will open it up for you with the direct email to the employment agency. Do you understand? To Gabriella's email. So what you do is to attach your CV and send it with the job title and all that and send it to Gabriella. So another thing you would do, say, this one is a hack for you to make sure you cover every application um, style or process that you want to cover because you like this job description so much and you think you're a good fit. Sometimes you can decide to go in here. That's the name of the, so you see all the information. Okay, that's the name of the company, Picture More. Can you see that you have their phone number and emails here? So you can pick all the details from here if you want to call them. And that's where you get their details and you call, and you can actually see an email here. So that means that you've taken note of the recruiter that posted that particular job. All right. So when you call this person, you just ask to speak to that recruiter directly. And you can see that's it here. And you can see they've also posted another one, another similar one here. So that is that about uh, that single application. But sometimes where you want to, in the situation where you want to bulk apply, okay? You want to bulk apply, what you do is to make use of, okay, this one is already in the, let's do the classic view. Okay, well, this is weird. Okay, so usually, okay, you would need to sign in, all right? You need to sign in. When you sign in, when you sign into, you need to create register an account, a job seeker account, all right? So when you create that and sign in, what you do, um, they used to leave this open. I think they've changed the process. What you do, can you see this here? This is a basket. So what you do is to just click on the basket, click on the basket, click on the basket. And the moment you click on it, it will show green. Okay? Yeah. It will show something is going into the basket. So let's assume all of these are, I think the maximum the basket can take is 25. I think the basket can take 25. So once you have everything in the basket, all you just do is to get into um go into the basket and just click on a sing or just one apply button. And what it does is that it sends all the 25 applications to all the recruiters that have posted all of this. So that is how the application process is done on this. Now, another thing you can do, once you have done the application here, because you have completed the application here, you can do a refresh. You can refresh again or continue to click on next. And I think this method of expanding it to the maximum, it makes a lot of sense because you now have a lot um, of results coming back. So if you are not like restricted with or the kind of salary you want to earn, obviously, well, not stated on the job is not a bad idea. You don't know, but you you are looking at something, you know, yeah, from here and above. Yeah, from here and above. Based on um what uh um on the training you've had and the experience, and how you've been able to structure your CV as well, to show um, skills transfer from your previous role. Um, if it's, for example, someone like Esther, who is working as they're an IT administrator, the way you structure your CV to show the transferable skills from your exposure to working in the cloud and all that. Yes, so that one would would help. It would be smoother than somebody who hasn't done anything that is really not relevant to IT. But another thing is if you've worked within finance or any regulated industry, you understand. So should be able to, because I was reading an article earlier today about transitioning to information security. So if you've worked in any regulated industry, finance industry is highly regulated. Um, the health sector is highly regulated. So you should be able to, um, you can bring in that your expertise from the risk approach side of things and compliance to express give that expression of your job roles and how it translates into security, you know, anything, any industry that goes through some sort of audits and standards and frameworks that they need to follow. It's quite similar. The only difference is that this one is security of digital assets and information and all systems and all that. So um, let me pause a bit. Do we have questions?
Yes, I put the question on the box. Please, can you check it?
Okay. So which role specifically? Now, from my observation, I would not want you to just put SOC analyst on your CV, okay? Because you might, even though that is what you're applying for, and I'm saying this from experience, you don't want to shortchange yourself, all right? I'm sure um, you can see this too, all right? So you can put security analyst. You can say in your profile, you can decide to say, I'm a cyber and information security analyst. All right. So they use them interchangeably, but the structurally, okay, in the technical description, cyber security um and information security, they are used interchangeably. It's just that one is more focused, one is the cyber security is anything on the web space. Cyber. Do you understand? So anything that will go pass through a network, you understand all those terms around systems, applications, and network servers, different endpoints, like we've learned earlier in the course. So, information focuses more on digital assets, data especially. Do you understand? Because it's
Yes.
information, yeah. So, what you're doing right now, okay, is cl closer to cyber. However, um, everything that goes into everything that goes into monitoring logs and all that, they are all information, isn't it? An IP address is an information. You understand? So it's a sort of a sort of information that can be exploited, okay, as well. So I wouldn't say restrict yourself to SOC analyst. The only reason why you want to do that, maybe you're applying for a specific role. You've seen a specific job and they said SOC analyst. You understand? Maybe that you feel that maybe in your profile page or your profile you want to say where you want to introduce yourself, you now want to say I'm a SOC analyst, because you want to keep it relevant. But a security analyst is a security analyst. You understand? From the testing background that I come from, you could be test analyst, you could be tester, you could be web tester, you could be integration tester, you could be system tester. The point is, you are a tester. Do you understand? So that's where I'm going is don't let the word security leave your CV. Okay. Now, it is in the description of your security. I've seen someone that wrote security analyst, and because they were specifically looking for SOCO, you just put SOC in brackets beside security analyst on their CV. Am I making sense?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So,
Yes, yes.
so
Yes.
to keep your options open, okay, look at this. So security operations analyst, defender. You understand? And you're wondering, where do I put? Okay, let's dissect this one, for example. Let's dissect this, for example. Would I apply for this type of role? I would apply. It's even out of scope of IR35, you know. So, and this one is saying security operations analyst. So, what I would do in my profile, if I'm applying for this role, is that when I'm introducing myself, I'm a highly skilled and dynamics cybersecurity operations analyst. I'll put it there. It's the first thing they will see. Am I making sense? So it's the first thing they'll see
Yes.
because I'm applying for this like intentionally and deliberately for this role. Okay. And look at what they're after. A unique blend of defender, console operations, in-depth analysis, and innovative role. Okay, in the last few weeks that you've been here, have you not done in-depth analysis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Analysis, yeah.
Okay, you understand.
Yeah.
So, defender, console operations. I don't think this one is anything out of the ordinary. I wouldn't even bother myself. And an innovative role development. Do you consider yourself to be innovative? Yes, I do. You are not just filling a position, you're pioneering in. And you know what this way? This sounds like they are trying to engage the first security analyst in the organization. That's what I think. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, startup.
And yeah, with about half your time dedicated to console-based defense, all I'll just do is I'm going to read up what this means. Well, console-based, so that I understand it clearly and I know how to articulate it in my introductory profile. Complemented by rigorous analysis and a touch of diverse, you shape the future of that. That's just this looks like they're looking for someone to come in and start up a security team, maybe. Um, so all right. Now, managing Defender applications. I'm tempted to think that they are using Microsoft's Defender. All right. So potentially mastering Splunk. And in fact, they're inviting you to come expand your horizon, potentially mastering Splunk and all that's okay. If I've used Microsoft SIM, all right, I have a knowledge of how Splunk works. Okay, that is fine. Now they themselves are selling themselves and saying, when you come work with us, you have the opportunity to come and master Splunk. What if I know Splunk already? You know, but what if I don't know Splunk? It means I still have a chance. All right, then I'm going to apply. So you're going to join a highly competent team of professionals. You work with the regional head of security and SOC to spearhead EMEA SOC function. So this one they're asking, this one is SOC function. Okay, so there's nothing wrong in putting it in your profile. I'm a cybersecurity SOC analyst. All right. And I even like this one. This one looks, it's not even, it says 1 to 2 days a week. It's a 9 to 5 role. It's not even one of those sub roles where you have to work shift. So you'll be at the forefront of the incident response, contributing to this and this. So your role involves daily monitoring, reporting, and potential. Wow, okay. At least 2 years in Microsoft Defender Suite with an enterprise setting. Within an enterprise setting, Microsoft security and compliance. So they're basically saying if you have exposure to Microsoft Defender Suite, okay, this is a requirement and all that. Of course, I mean, like if you put in your subscription on Azure in Azure portal, you can quickly pick up what Microsoft Defender does. I haven't used Microsoft Defender before, but on the last subscription that I did, I just played around with it. It's just another application that is used to manage um, um, uh, environments and all that. So it's just um, your ability your can-do ability, basically, around this one. But even if you haven't got this, you just have an exposure on knowledge, you still put in your application for it for this role. It was posted on Friday. Okay. So I'm even just seeing this now. So you can see, and then you put in your application. A lot of people will apply for it, but it still doesn't matter. Put in your application and then call this person. Hi, this is Pat. So and so I send in my CV. Did you receive it? Okay, I'm applying. I applied for this role. Is the role still available? Okay, yes. All right. I'll give you a call back. This and that. You open that conversation, and that is it. So it's just spread your wings as high as you want to fly. And you can look at this one, technical writer. They just want me to be a technical writer within the cybersecurity space. If I love writing, okay, they are seeking a technical writer for this, but you sit with the design and user experience team within this and work on several, imagine, so content management, you work, oh, this is just, you will work cybersecurity education and awareness. You will work with them to to deliver clear and effective documentation of communication across several projects of varying complexity. You have proficiency in technical fields such as cybersecurity, software development, or I mean, like this is just like you understand. These are roles you will be surprised. I mean, is there anybody here who feels that this one will be very tough to do? I don't think so. Anybody that's even has maybe done like business analyst role, because I know business analysts they write a lot of information. They gather requirements and all that, and they put all of those things together. I mean, like this is functioning of CSS and HTML. You know, this as even just basic IT stuff. And it's remote. You know, so the the opportunities, um, the opportunities are there, the jobs are there. Now, when you finish applying here, you can actually now go to another job board, that is Total Jobs. People say sometimes some roles that they apply for here, they find them here. It's possible. So, so you can see the different roles here as well. Um, so they too have, they also have different, um, um, there are different ways of applying, but I'm not sure you can do bulk application here. Okay. So I'm not sure you can do bulk application here. Oh, this is another one. Cybersecurity data engineer. Oh, this is Belgium. This is Belgium. And this is senior IT auditor. This is senior associate cybersecurity. Let's take a look at this. Um, so, for example, I know there's somebody here who is working as a pharmacist. I mean, I can't remember who that is. That Moses? I don't know. I can't remember. We know Pfizer, okay, and we know what they do. This is where I would use my domain knowledge experience as part of my selling point to apply for this kind of role as well. You know, but what I will emphasize on this side of things will be because this company, they produce what they produce is it falls within the regulated um, sector. All right. And then I would approach it from compliance, standards, you know, what needs to be, what needs to follow for any action that is taken, the risk side of things, you know, that's it. Where's the sandwich, Kent? I don't know. It's sandwich. Anyway, whatever. But I know this is Kent anyway. So they're looking for someone who has experience in agile work environment. And guess what? You've been placed in agile teams here on the platform. So you know how agile works. So you can explain this. Develop and execute project plans. You know, periodic review function, design visualization to make descriptive analysis. So this one is they're requesting for some data analysis. What this tells me is that these people need somebody who is also analytical. Um, be a Splunk or Google Chronicle expert. Um, and all of this is as well, you need to also know that they're like bucket lists, all right? Um, assisting in global information security to understand the data sources and they need and how the data you should be used and analyzed. Yeah, develop and improve existing ways of merging petabytes. What's a petabyte is? All right. Yeah, anything you don't understand, just find it out, but put in the application. Uh, and this one, support analytic and predictive modeling project using data mining. Sometimes you just go through this and not dwelling on it so much, but because there's one or two things here that jumps at you like, oh, I think I can actually do this. So you give yourself an option for interview. Let the recruiter be the one that will determine that they're not inviting you for interview. So BSc maths and all that, okay. I can see a few things that I can relate with here that is not even cybersecurity, if you understand what I'm saying. So I would not hold back applying for this. But the only thing is by the time the agency is calling you, and you are talking salary, and you're thinking, oh, wow, okay, I like the salary. Oh, I don't like the salary. Or I like the location. I don't like the location. Because sometimes you also need to find out the location and all that, if it works with you and if you're happy with it. So, yeah, I think I have some other question here. So, what if the job roles are looking for persons with 4 or more years of job experience? What do we do? Okay, I'm going to give you an example. So, last year, I mentored someone who has been teaching all her life, and she came on the platform for Scrum Mastery. And I think and with the internship is only 3 months, yeah. And with the 3 months, let me stop recording.